Hi there, Malcolm here with my 66th Booktube video, and today I'll be bringing you my review for Planetfall by Emma Newman. Now, at the end of my review for Elysium Fire, I asked about other police procedural adventure stories in space. One of the responses was for books 2 and 4 of the Planetfall series, though I did have to read the series in order. After looking and failing to find any Emma Newman in our library system, my wife turned up home one day with this book that she got from Waterstones, which was very nice of her. So, book 1 of the series, and the story follows a 3D printer engineer named Ren, who is one of a number of colonists on a planet whose job is to 3D print or to oversee the printing of everything that the colony requires. And from what I can gather, they can print just about anything from food, medicine, clothes, structures, anything at all. Anyway, she's the main photocopy girl for it, if you like. And the story takes place 22 years after they made Planetfall. So the colony's been there for a while. And more significantly, there's a secret about what happened 22 years ago, which Ren and only one other person know about. And things happen in this book which threaten to make the secret go public. Now, what this book does really well is it deals with the issues of mental health. The story is told from the first person, Ren's, and as the story unfolds, we learn more and more about just how broken Ren is from various events from her past, particularly this mysterious thing from 22 years ago, which is a mystery, by the way. But you don't realise how broken she is at the beginning, as she is able to self-justify and lie to herself about how she behaves and why she does the various things that she does, or doesn't do. But as the story unfolds, her various eccentricities become more and more pronounced. She's less able to hide them, and other people start reacting to these things that they didn't know about her, about what she's been up to, what she's been doing. And I'll say that aspect of the book is its strongest point, as it does a really good job of unpicking mental health, or certain aspects of mental health, and why it's so hard to give help to those who need it, particularly if they themselves don't think they need it. You know, they don't just see it as meddling, but they see it as completely contrary to what they want. So that was a really good, really well drawn out, really well explored avenue. And the acknowledgements at the beginning of the book suggest that the author herself went through some tragedy of some description. And you do get the sense of her own personal experiences being written down here in certain aspects. Obviously how much she went through herself and how much she's researched or found out from other people. There's a line somewhere, I don't know where it is, not important. But there is certainly an element of first-hand experience, for some of it at least. Unfortunately, the aspect of it being a colony on an alien planet is where it fell down hugely. The explanation as to why they're even there and what's going on, they're situated right next to this giant pulsating alien construct, which they refer to as God's City. But you don't find out until really near the end of the book as to why they're there, what this God's City is all about, what happened 22 years ago, and the significance of who the stranger who enters the colony is. That's not a spoiler, it's written on the blurb at the back of the book. This is supposed to be a colony of scientists. They haven't even named the planet. There's little focus on the local flora or fauna. Some of it is alluded to, but little, here's a big bug-eyed what's-it thingy, this is what it does. There's a couple of nods, there's a couple of mentions. There's one that could be really, really significant and then turned out to be nothing at all. At 320 pages, this is quite a short novel compared to most nowadays. And I feel this could have done with a little bit more fleshing out in certain aspects. And unfortunately, the revelations at the end of the story didn't really offset the vast amount of time spent wondering just what was going on. No, I didn't necessarily want everything laid out on a silver platter for me right at the beginning. It's one thing to drip feed clues and suggestions throughout the story, and another to leave everything until right at the end. And it's literally the last 30 pages. It's all, this is what's going on, and things unfold from there, as the colonists also find out the secret and the repercussions from that revelation. And then the very ending, it sort of cancels out what the secret was in the first place, in terms of why what happened. So rather than be a satisfactory story, I spent most of the time being frustrated, annoyed, I wouldn't say confused, but certainly just wondering what is going on. I would have to sum it up as boring, nonsensical. I'd still like to give book 2 a go, just to see where it does go on from here, because I think there is promise to it. It just wasn't realised in this book, which is a big shame. There we go, that's my review for Planetfall by Emma Newman. It's my own opinions, so if you don't agree with them, you're entitled to those opinions. I'd love to know if you liked that book or not. If you did, what was it that made it for you? And if you didn't, and what are your reasons for feeling let down by it? But as always, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Until next time, See you later.